June 17th was a Sunday night in 2007, and this is where Kim Logan was enjoying his evening. He just got himself a beer. He was sitting here on his sectional couch watching a movie when he hears the cat door go open and close. So he leans over to take a look to see what animal came in the door. And instead, he hears the door open. Well, that's obviously no animal. So he goes running to check it out. So you come up the stairs.
Yes.
And this is where Pilon was standing here. The door is open. He's standing right here. So what happens then?
Basically, he had the screwdriver up and he said, "Get the F out of my way, I'm going to kill you." I didn't see any chance of, doing anything else except grabbing the screwdriver as quick as I could and trying to get him back out of my house. He has it in his right hand. I grab it with my left hand like this. Okay. And basically, he just stared at, like, I got scars in the back of my neck. My back, he basically just started trying to jam it in, and that's when all I could is push him back out the door to get him out of my house. He was just punching me in the head, and from here we ended up down on the ground and rolling until we fell off the edge of the deck there. This is the location where I actually passed out. And when I came back to, that's when I had to do something with all my might. I don't know what it was. I knew I had to get him off me. But we rolled over the corner of the steps, through the planter onto the grass, and then we just kept struggling and rolling until we eventually went into the pool. When my back hit the bottom of the pool, I actually had him by his ponytail wrapped around my hand. I got onto my knees as quick as I could, and just held his head under the water until he stopped thrashing and kicking. I actually had him flip back over. He wasn't struggling anymore, and I just pulled him by his hair back to the step and sat him on the step. That's when the neighbors came through. I threw the screwdriver down on the concrete deck, and the neighbors in that time had called 911.
So you were in court today for the sentencing of Mr. Pilon. Now this is a person who has been convicted of crimes more than 100 times since 1979. He has tried to defend himself by saying he's found God, that he's going to change his ways several times, and committed dozens more offenses since then. So today he got 8.5 years. He's expected to do all of that. What are your thoughts on that?
Still, like, to this day, after over 3.5 years, I just still can't believe that it happened, and it happened to me, and that it could happen to anybody else.
Does his being behind bars for 8.5 years, is that going to improve the way you feel, or do you expect...
I'm going to feel more confident. I'm hoping that some of my paranoia will actually subside, just knowing that he's behind bars for hopefully, the full sentence.
That might not come as a huge surprise to you, but Mr. Pilon's version of what happened is quite a bit different than Mr. Logan's. He was insinuating that he came in through the door and that Mr. Logan was waiting for him behind the door and essentially attacked him. Well, the jury didn't buy that either, and they threw that out. For a full story on the sentencing, you can check out Tony Spears' piece on OttawaSun.com. In Ottawa, Doug Hempstead for Sun Media.